It happens each year near the end of May. I think back to May 31st, 1985, and the most devastating tornado outbreak on record in Pennsylvania. That included the only documented F5 tornado ever reported in the state. That tornado touched down in eastern Ohio and crossed into Mercer County, where it tore through the town of Wheatland, causing damage severe enough to warrant an F5 rating, the highest on the Fujita scale of tornado wind speed and damage. Dr. Paul Markowski, a tornado researcher at Penn State, offers this take on the rarity of F5s.
To get an F5 rating, you basically need the strongest fraction of 1% of a tornado, and it has to be at its peak, at its own peak intensity at the same time that it's in a populated area where there are man-made structures, because that's the only way to get an F5 rating. It's got to hit a structure and completely destroy it. If a tornado is out in the open fields, no matter how strong it is, it's just never going to make it to the F5 criterion.
Now, it's been known for years that the Fujita scale had its problems. For example, it doesn't take into account differences in construction, and it also overestimates wind speeds in the strongest of tornadoes. To address some of these shortcomings, an updated or enhanced Fujita scale was developed by a group of meteorologists and wind engineers and adopted earlier this year. Like the original, the enhanced Fujita scale still goes from 0 to 5. The higher the number, the greater the damage potential. What's new is that 28 different indicators are now used to assess the damage, ranging from farm buildings and residential homes to shopping malls to schools and transmission towers and even hardwood and softwood trees. For each of these, specific guidelines link the degree of damage to an estimated wind speed. In the EF scale, those estimated speeds have been lowered for the strongest of tornadoes. For example, an EF5 tornado requires winds of 200 miles per hour or higher. In the original F scale, the threshold was 261 miles per hour. Now, the EF scale doesn't solve all the issues that arise when estimating wind speed from damage. For example, it doesn't take into account the effect of debris that gets picked up by the wind.
Personally, I feel that we're replacing one imperfect scale with another imperfect scale, and one might ask, well, what harm does that do? But the danger is that we've got over 50 years of climatology at this point, actually more than that, about 100 years of climatology. And when we change the rules or move the goalposts as to how we're going to rate things, we really put a kink in our ability to diagnose long-term trends.
The tornado that damaged or destroyed much of the town of Greensburg, Kansas earlier this month was rated EF5, the first tornado given a rating of 5 since 1999. Paul will be back with the extended forecast next.